Okay, today we're going to go over the NEC. Let me lift this up. Mobilepro 450. Now, I got this unit off of eBay. It's in very good condition. Let's push that out of the way. Now, the NEC Mobilepro, I believe, came out in roughly October 1997. It was the last of the series of the 200 and 400 series. It works off of a NEC VR4101, which is a MIPS processor running at about 33 megahertz. The units come with 4 megabytes of RAM. I believe the ROM is an 8 megabyte. There was an upgrade to Windows CE 2.0. They're very, very hard to find. The resolution of this unit is a 480 by 240. The number of display scales is 4, and that's actually one of the downfalls I found of this unit. It has PCMCIA Type 2 and Type 1 ILTake slots. It has infrared as usual. This unit, because of the MIPS processor, is supposed to get roughly 25 to 30 hours battery. I have not dug that far in. I just have a brand new fresh pair. The one thing I'm going to say right off the bat that I don't like about this is the screen. You see the reflection of my tripod right there? That gloss makes it very hard to see, and something I wanted to bring up, which it's weird now you're not seeing as much, but I have a different light shining right on it. There's a shadow right at the top of the screen, so right where file is and the X, the closed screens, is all kind of in a shadow, no matter if you turn on the backlight or not, it does that. But the unit is weird also. It takes a second to turn on as opposed to some of the other models from this era. But I said the screen is the downfall of this unit, but I will say when I go to this document here, I know it's hard to read, but I was able to type on this thing a lot, and if you listen to this, the keyboard, hear this click? This little click click. After you click the space. So as you're clicking, yes, these are rubber keys, you can feel and know that you are typing. Now, this is the only model I have that has rubber keys, and I have nothing against that. I think the little click mechanism that's behind the delete, enter caps, the arrow space, all control, shift, tab, and escape make sure that you know where you are. So this is a very unique unit in that aspect. If you plug in the AC adapter, which I do have, this will light up. Especially, I believe there's a rechargeable pack they made for these. I do not have that. Did this on and off. Click that. The hinge on this one is okay. Just a little loose. I'm sure I could open it up and maybe find how to tighten it. This is the bottom. It's for the ROM, backup battery, the regular battery. There's a switch here that goes to loosen, what battery you want to go to so these pop off. There's right here is a serial port, which I do not have the serial cable, so I will not be doing the connection to the computer today. Then you have the infrared port in the PCMCIA slot. And also on these, what is really cool is the hinge design. If you really look at this hinge design here and the way it looks, this is very similar to what they did with the 700 and 900 series, which is really cool. On the edge of here is also the backlight button, and the backlight is okay, but this screen is just not up to par of the other units I have. What I can do is I can shut off the light, and I'll show you what I mean with the backlight. It doesn't seem bad, but on camera it's actually easier to see on camera than it actually is for me. Turn it back off. Simple Stylus design. You can actually, this is the one thing you can find for these units online, is there are people selling like 3 and 6 pack or 5 packs of these styluses. Now, it did come with the docking station, which kind of made me scratch my head. I got the docking station, the AC adapter, the unit. I got all the manuals, got the box that I showed you at the beginning of the video. I mean, everything. Everything came with this unit except the serial cable. So I can't go beyond that. I will say though that I'm limited to Windows CE 1.0 right now, and because I don't have the serial cable, I really can't go farther than this. But I can say I really like the keyboard on this. I can't say though it's much faster. I don't even think it's any faster than the compact C120 or C140 or the A10 or A11, and it's definitely not as obviously it's not as fast as like the Philips Velo. But it is a pretty neat unit. I like it. But the display, I would say it's, of all the units I have, this is my least favorite display. And it's because it's very hard to differentiate between light and dark, because I believe it's only 2 colors. You know, it's like, or 2 shades of gray. And I think the other units are 4, and I believe with the Velo, if you upgrade the Windows CE chip to 2.0, I believe you actually increase the amount of grayscale shades, shades of gray. So, but I'll get down to more of this. I'm going to do part 2 of this when I can get it connected to a computer. But for now, this is what I can show you. But I will say though, with the glossy screen and all that, the negatives, the one thing I do have to say is the touch screen on this is much easier to press than on my 360. I gotta say, but I think it might just be the screen I have on my 360. I might try putting in another one, because I tried a different unit and it's a lot easier to press. But like on this unit, this is very easy to press. To get to the start menu to do something. And on my 360, you're really pressing, especially even when you do the configuring of the screen, the whole setup process. You really have to press hard, and I don't like that. I feel like something's not right on that. But I've always liked this unit, but I didn't realize the screen. But battery life, what I'm going to do is I'm going to test that out before I do the second video. But from what I've gathered, this should get 25 hours plus, and that would be running the backlight, because I hear it's got a peak of 40 hours. So, but that's my quick video on the NEC 450. I do have to say another thing. Last thing is, this is not that zippy of a unit. When you go to open different folders and stuff, I said I really don't think it's even as fast as the Casio and the compact models from the same era. I think those are actually a little more zippy. Maybe the screen lags and that's why I'm thinking that, but I don't know. But always wanted one of these, got one. It's really cool to have one, especially with the box back here. And pretty much everything I needed for it. The one thing, I do have to mention is this is another unit like the Velo. When you put the unit in it, it's got a little door here, and it clicks back underneath there. You take it, slide it in, right? But there's no piece of plastic like on the Hewlett Packards that I've gone over that keep the screen up. So, get what I'm saying? The HPs stop like right there. You can't press them back any farther. Why would you make a docking station that does this? The Velo did that. So this reminds me of the Velo in that aspect. But on it, where this port is also the AC. So when you plug this in, you get the same thing, the AC. Yeah. This is a very basic docking station, but I actually like this better than the Velo one because the cable isn't built in. I never liked that about the Philips Velo. I thought that there should be a separate cable involved, like the HP's that way. I'm still waiting on a dock that goes to the compact and Casio models. And so that way I can do a full review with the actual docking thing. But the ones that go to those isn't even like a full dock. It's just like just a little part like this that plugs into the side of the model. But I think they did make a full dock, but I could be wrong. But that's my video on the NEC Mobilepro 450. Very different unit compared to the rest of the units that came out. It's cool to see that they held on to a design feature such as this on the future models. That was pretty cool. And I said this rubber keyboard, this is very interesting. This click. I hope you guys can hear that. It's really cool. It's not in the software, and you guys know what I'm talking about. There's, when you first turn one of these on, the keys all click when Windows is on. No, that's all turned off. The unit's off. It actually has a click. It's really cool. One of the most unique keyboards for all these units. But once again, that's my last. I'm going to talk about the 450 until I can hook it up to a computer. So thank you.